UKSM, we're back. Sorry about the delay. In classic UKSM style, things are bodged. It's fine. I'm even off script now. That's something I should never do. Welcome back to UKSM. Before we do get started with the next run, please remember that we're doing this event to try and raise money for the fantastic people at Special Effect. They try to make the lives of the physically disabled people better through the use of custom gaming peripherals, making their lives a whole lot better in the process. They are a fantastic charity, so please give if you can by following the link in the stream description, or by typing in that link that you can see scrolling across your screen on our information bar. Every little helps, and we'll be reading those donations out periodically throughout the show. Alternatively, you can purchase a UKSM shirt or hoodie. They can be found on our store. The link to that is also in the stream description. We now have Tiny Tim with Manic Miner. It's not what we planned, but please introduce yourself. And whenever you're ready, give us a countdown so that we can accurately keep track of your time.
That would be appreciated. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is TinyTim78. We are going to be playing some Manic Miner now. We're going to get a bit retro. In keeping with the theme here today, we've got a lot of big retro area over there. We can't get much more retro than this. This is Manic Miner. It came out in 1983 originally, and this is a PC version updated in 2004 that I'm going to be playing today. So there we go. I'm just going to get started in a second, and I'll get a countdown. But before I do, a couple of things to bear in mind. This is a very, very odd game. It's also very, very difficult. So there's no 100% guarantee of completion here. Okay, that's kind of the challenge of it. I've got my wee couch here. I've got Jojo and Nost.
Hello there.
Help me.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've never seen this game before, so they'll be just as surprised as you.
We'll be asking a lot of questions.
We'll be
Ask
very
away.
confused,
Right, we're ready to start.
hey.
So I'll be starting. I'll count you down. We're ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay,
Let's
so
go.
this is the central cavern. This is the first level of the game. The objective of this game is there are 20 levels, and on each I have to control Miner Willy here, and I've got to take him round and collect all the keys or the objects on each screen. And as I said before, this game is a bit bizarre.
Tim, I thought you said this was based in the 80s. Why am I hearing Hall of the Mountain King?
Well, and first of all, I've just died, which is a terrible start.
Oh, no.
And also, Hall of the Mountain King, I'm very glad you identified it, because not many people were able to identify it the last time. So that is the music that plays. This was one of the first computer games that came out in the UK that actually had in-game music, believe it or not. Because at that time, computers didn't have the power to actually play music. So it shows you how old it is. Right, now then. That was an absolute diabolical start to lose life on the first level, by the way. So let's not carry on with that. Let's do better than that.
Let's go. Second level.
As you can see, the exit is now pulsing, and I have to go to the exit. And now that was my air draining down. There are lots of different ways to die in this game. I can crash into one of these enemies. I can crash into the sort of static enemies, which is like that icicle at the top right there. And I can fall too far. And I can run out of air. There's an air bar around the bottom. So there's lots of things in this game that will kill you. So there we go. That's the second room done. Starting to get into slightly more interesting levels now. This is the menagerie. Now, coming up, I'd like people to chat and viewers to shout out what you think some of these things are, because some of them are a bit, as I said, a bit weird. This game came out in the 1980s, and the gentleman who wrote it, well, let's just put it politely, he might have been indulging in something illicit when he did so, because it really, really is a bit bizarre. But it's fun, and that's what matters. Okay, so here we go. This is the abandoned uranium workings. It's level 4 of 20.
Huh.
You may think, oh, this game looks easy. Yes, it
This is
can
only the
be.
beginning.
It's an interesting game. Right. Any questions so far, chaps? What do we think?
Looks interesting.
I like the concept. The fact that the air bar also is like, you know, it's your timer basically, right? I'm guessing obviously as that goes down, you can see your score goes up. Do you know what the world record point score is for this?
Now, here's an interesting thing. On the PC version, it must be somewhere in the region of about 30,000.
Alright.
Probably by myself or somebody else who's completed the game. Because it doesn't loop round. The original version kept going, so theoretically you could just keep going as many times as you wanted. And I actually completed the original version, and I looped it twice in a row. So I completed it once, went round and completed it again. This is one of my favourite levels, Eugene's Lair, with the toilets.
Yeah,
Those toilets are rather cool. I mean, you can't say no to getting attacked by a toilet, really, can you? I mean, they're a bit different. Now, this chap in the middle, I've got to watch for him, because if I was to collect this object now, what would happen is he would lock out my exit. So what I've got to do is I've just got to be careful, and there you go, look. See, he's coming down?
Yep.
And in we go. Now,
All right.
what's the inspiration for this level?
Inspiration. Oh, I don't know. What does everyone else think? I don't. It doesn't look like Pac-Man or not, right? I don't know.
Oh, dear.
rip.
Oh, no. Sorry for the shouting.
You get only 2 lives in this game,
You
or?
get 3. And
Okay.
I've already lost 2 of them by level 6, so it does look like I'm going to game over here. But
Just be good.
assuming our hosts are okay with it, I'll just go again because, well, I think we've got a bit of time to fill. So normally I would beat this through without losing a life, or without losing many. But I will admit that I had not practiced this game today. I wasn't expecting to be doing this game today, so that's my excuse. Now this jump's hard. I've got to get that. Oh, I've got to get it right on the edge there. Otherwise, I don't get into that exit. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, what do we think of these?
Those are some interesting kangaroos, I think.
Kangarats.
Yeah, kangarats. I like that.
Kangarats.
Ah, yeah.
Maybe the rats or kangaroos. Not quite sure which. Right, now this is collapsing floor, and I've got to do a specific pattern through here. Those yellow things will kill me. That, by the way,
What?
is an extra life.
That's extra life.
That's
Nice.
10,000 points an extra
Great.
life. So you can notice I've got little man down the bottom again now.
You could tell that was a very slight psychedelic trip that you went.
And
Yeah.
I do not believe I did that. I have never, ever lost a life there before, like in that fashion. This is a personally poor showing, I have to say. But hey, let's have fun and enjoy it.
One of the weirdest games.
I'm going to try and concentrate a bit now because I'm really making a right mess of this. Now the music is starting to get a little bit repetitive, I'm sure. If I do get to the final level, the music will actually change. So I'll be interested to hear what you think about the music when it finally does change.
Yeah.
Now then, this next level, Nost, you'll like.
Right.
It won't take you very long to get the inspiration for it.
Nice.
Here we go.
Stinky barrels.
There he is.
Key barrel.
Look at the top of the screen.
Right.
See a little devil man.
No, look at the title.
Oh, meets the Oh.
It is.
You were right with them
Beast.
stinky barrels, weren't you?
Beast.
You never know.
Basically, when I first saw this earlier, folks, I literally just had to, is this Donkey Kong? And then, like, straight away, what do I see? Oh,
Now that I had to move a switch
what
there.
a game. What a
That
game.
switch at the top opened this wall. Now what I'm going to do here is go for a safety strap because I don't technically need to go up here, but I'm going to do it anyway because I need as many lives as I can get now because I've
Yeah.
made a bit of a mess of it. So there you go, look. Ooh.
Well,
What that does is it gets me lots of extra points. And as I said, every 10,000 points gives me an extra life. And I'm in dire need of those right now. So that'll hopefully help.
Nice.
Okay, Wacky Amoebatrons.
all right.
It's level 9 of 20. We're not even halfway through yet.
Lucky move.
And as you can see, all the patterns on this game are set. So it's very much a case of learning the pattern. There's 2 sort of ways I describe this game as learning the levels the first time, which is understanding the patterns and actually knowing where you're going and when. And then there is the execution. And I have to say, my execution has been a little poor so far, but let's see if that gets better. Now I'm going to watch this conveyor belt here. That green thing is a conveyor belt. Once I step on it, I will automatically be carried to the right, and I can't change direction. So I've got to time it so I'm not crashing into anything.
That's interesting.
Now you'll notice that this level only has 1 item at the top there. The number of items in the level is fixed, but it will vary from level to level, so there's only 1 on this particular one. Okay, here we go. We're going on to the next level now. This is one of my favourites. Now, get the inspiration here.
forest.
What's the inspiration here? Can anybody get it?
Oh, if you said we were in a Christmas tree, I would have believed it as well.
It's not nothing to do with Christmas. Look at them closely and look at the title.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. This game came out in 1983. A very big movie also came out in that year. A very big movie. Ooh, that was
To be
close.
honest, it took me a few years to even be on this world, so I have no idea.
The movie was called Return of the Jedi. And those were supposed to be
No
Ewoks.
way. That was Star Wars.
That was Ewoks. Right,
Alright,
here
yeah.
we go. Here we go. This is the telephone level, which is again one of my favourites. Notice the items here that we're collecting. We're actually collecting 10 pence pieces.
I feel like a numpty now. I feel like an absolute numpty.
Well, I'm not getting the Ewok reference. Well, don't feel too bad, because when I first played this game, many, many years ago, I did not get the Ewok reference either. And it wasn't until I really started playing this game many years later that I got the Ewok reference.
Wow.
The mutant telephones.
Yep. As I said, an interesting game.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to be careful here now. We're doing all right, but I've been making a bit of a mess of the early levels, so... Oh, there we go.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
game over.
Again? Yep. Okay, let's go.
All right, in the rebound. Let's go.
Unfortunately, with this sort of game, it is very unforgiving, as you've seen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and shut up a little bit and just concentrate and make sure I get through it this time. I haven't game overed on this before, which is a bit disappointing, but hey, first time for everything. Now, so what do we think, chaps? Any other questions?
Donations, did you ask?
Is there any donations are in?
Yeah, we do have a donation. It's a
Go on then,
£5
Matt.
donation from Emerald Keeper Jason.
Ah.
We'll say, regards from the guy in the fluorescent green zip hoodie in the crowd. Welcome, wonderful charity that you guys support. A heart emoji. Thank you. I see you. Yeah, there you
You're
are.
awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for the donation. Right, okay, so... Well, this is already going better, because I didn't die in the first room this time. So that's an improvement. Let's just continue. So a bit more of the history of this game then. So this game, as I say, originally came out in 1983, and the writer was 17 years old, and he literally programmed it in his bedroom. And it came out on the Sinclair ZX Spectrum, which is a home computer here in the UK. It was one of the first home computers, and it was one of the first ones that really took off in terms of games. And this game didn't exactly create the platform genre, but it was certainly a big influence. And this particular game actually came out a year before Super Mario Brothers, believe it or not. So this was around before Super Mario Brothers. And it has got quite an important place in terms of gaming history. And obviously it's a game not everybody will know these days, but there are a few old fogies like myself around who enjoy it. So what I've got to do here is I've got to wait till he reaches the top, and then as soon as he hits the top, that's my time, my cue for going, and then what I've got to do is time that jump so I don't land in the toilet.
That is close.
You really don't want to land in the toilet. Very, very bad. As you can see, a lot of the jumps in this are very precision-based. There are lots of pixel-perfect jumps later on in the run that are quite tricky. If you think that this is quite tough now, some of the stuff later is worse. So I'm hoping to get a good performance now. I'm enjoying this. So you can see my score now at the bottom right, and you can also see the high score that I got last time. So hopefully we'll get past that this time.
All right,
Now again, what I have to do here, I'm going to cut it a bit close. Oh, that was close, that was close, that was close, that was close. Oh, that was awfully close. I cut that a lot closer than I should have done.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I really don't want to do that. That would have been silly. Right, okay, I'm just concentrating. I do like these Pac-Men. They're quite cool. There we go. And as I said, part of the fun I have playing with this game is that it is entirely down to you. There is no such thing as RNG. There's no such thing as glitches. It is purely down to the player. If I screw it up, I screw it up. My fault, not the computer. And in a lot of ways, that makes it more fun, because you are purely down to your own personal skill.
Makes it a very discreetly defined speed run as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the speedrunning aspect of it. Trying to run it, I mean, yes, you could complete the game without speedrunning it, but the best way, because of the game and the way the game works, it does suit itself to speedrunning because you're on a time limit anyway. So the faster you do it, the better.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's quite good in that respect. Okay, so this is the VAT again. There are several different ways you can do each level most of the time, but the routes that I take tend to be the ones that I am familiar with. Because like a lot of speedrun games, you kind of build up a little bit of muscle memory, and you know where you're going and sort of how you're doing each bit. And if you vary from that, it can throw you off quite easily. Right. So we're already doing a lot better than last time. There you go, look, that shows. I've got an extra life now.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's me up to 4 lives in total.
You're doing a lot better.
So we're doing an awful lot better this time round. Now, theoretically, I should be able to complete the game from here as long as I don't screw it up too much later on. But as I said, this is not an easy game. Quite a lot of the games that you'll have seen today and over the next few days, yes, you'll be able to beat them. But this one, yeah, if you mess it up, you mess it up. But in a way, I love the challenge of that. That's what I enjoy about it. Now this bit here is tricky because what you have to do, this is pixel perfect to get that, and if I don't, I fall off or I get clipped by the monster. There we go. There you go, and watch, he falls on his head. There we go. I've got to jump there to get down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over this bush, jump in here, nip in here, and done.
Easy.
Okay, thank you. Right, let's continue. We're doing well. Let's see how we do this time. Where did I get up to last time, by the way? Was it the telephones, or was it past the telephones?
Yeah, it was beyond this one.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I think it was beyond this one.
It was beyond this one, yeah. I can't remember where it was, whether it was telephones or... But that's fine. Okay. One thing I can probably say with certainty is you're unlikely to see a game quite as retro as this during the rest of the marathon, but I hope everybody is enjoying it. Right.
Well, every day you learn something new, and I just learned about the existence of this game, and it's quite the ride so far.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to go back home and make sure he tries to find it, and I'll edit and play it himself now.
Well,
It actually seems like quite an interesting game.
this game is a free PC download. It's totally free. Anybody can get it. There's Ewoks again.
Here we are back at Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
There we go.
And I'm going to give you a challenge. Anybody, I would love to see anybody playing this game for the very first time. I'd love to see you get past level 1 on your first go, because I would be amazed if you did. And even a really good platform player would struggle to get past level 1 of this game on the first go. Right, let's just... This is a tricky jump here. Oh, there we go. So it's all patterns. I know what I'm doing, roughly. It's just making sure I do it right. Okay, here we go. We're at telephones now.
All right.
Okay, I love this level. It was this level I died on.
Yeah.
But I love this level. This is one of my favourite levels in the game. This bit's really tricky. As you can see, we're pixels in it here. Right,
What
there we
would you
go.
say is the worst level in this game?
That's a very good question. There are 4 levels coming up. Levels 16, 17, 18, and 19 that I call the Gauntlet. And they're basically 4 of the hardest levels in the game back to back. If you think it's been hard up to this point, this is just getting warmed up.
Alright, so the game throws everything it has at you.
It does, it does. Having said that, the difficulty curve isn't exactly reasonable. Because, for example, level 1, I would say is harder than levels 2, 3, and 4. Eugene's Lair, which is level 5, is quite hard. And then level 15 and level 20, the last level, are 2 of the easiest levels in the game. This is one of the hardest levels in the game. This is the Return of the Alien Kong Beast. It's a sequel to the first one. And I don't like this level. This level has one of the hardest jumps in the game in it. So what I've got to do here is I've got to make sure I get back down in one piece. And then the tricky stuff is coming up. You can probably see it. It's the stuff on the right-hand side here. What I've got to do is I've got to go in here. And now I've got to go over here. Like that. That has to be timed exactly right. And then I've got to get on there. And And we're still not done.
I just realised where it gets a bit challenging there.
Yeah.
We're still not done.
Yep.
I'm now going to get over this guy. There we go. We got it now.
Nice.
Okay, thank you. And there we go. Drop him on his
Easy.
noggin.
Nice,
There we go.
awesome.
That's another extra life. We're looking good. And we're going to drop in here. And that's that one done.
Easy.
Okay. On to the ore refinery.
Or refining.
I do like this level. Now, this is an interesting level because one of the few levels that differs from the game versions. There's lots of different versions of this game. This game's been out on literally about a dozen different platforms in the 80s. And this is a particularly interesting one because the original version, the Spectrum version of this game, has a different solution. The solution I'm using here won't work on the Spectrum version. I have to use a harder solution. So this level's actually harder on the other version. Right, that's the ore refinery done. Now then, look at this.
What?
Does anybody know what the Skylab is, or was?
Are those all falling platforms?
Skylab.
The Skylab,
Land.
yeah.
Ain't Terminator, is it?
It's not Terminator, no. This is unfortunately predates Terminator by a year or so. Oh,
All right.
that was close. And that was no.
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay, let me concentrate. Sorry. I did this route differently and it threw me off. Right.
Well, you have more than enough lives to make it. It should be good.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to improv a little bit there and it bit me. So it's just making sure that you do it right. Okay, this is better now. This is better. This is a tough little level though, as you can see. Now these things are on a pattern, so as long as you know the pattern, you can actually execute it correctly. But I did make a bit of a screw up of it. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
All right.
This is the tough bit. This is the tough bit. Here we go. Here we go. And what I've got to do here is wait for this one, this green one, to collapse. I'm out of sequence. I'm out of sequence. I'm out of sequence.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Ooh.
That's where Cycles comes in.
Yeah, I had to improv there
Yeah.
because I was out of cycle.
Bang.
Now this, I hate this level. It's a very easy level. There's pixel perfect jumps involved here. And if I don't do them right, yeah, well, it doesn't go well. Okay. There we go.
JoJo's Payday 3.
Yeah. No, this is the predecessor to Payday.
Okay.
This is how you really rob a bank according to video games.
Well, this is pretty OG, this. You're not going to get much more retro than this, as I've already said. Right, okay. This next level now is the first level of the gauntlet. This is the very imaginatively named 16th Cavern,
16th.
All right.
and this is nasty. It's not a fun level, this.
What are those? Are those monkeys?
I don't know what
giving
they
around,
are.
Like packets of crisps or something.
I do not know what they
I
are.
don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they are.
Right.
Your guess is as good as mine.
No, that was...
Yeah.
No, that was an idiot. Oh well. We're still good, we're still good. Do it this way.
My brain's trying to process what those things are. I can't tell. Some of them are waving their things faster than that top blue one.
Oh.
I'm trying to comprehend, but I legit can't.
Oh dear, this one's giving me trouble.
Eventually, I'm going to Google this and find out.
Okay, now, notice the interesting trap here. There is a trap there.
Don't worry, folks, we're late night.
Okay, now this is one of the hardest levels in the game.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
The warehouse.
Got it. That's always tricky. And this level cost me a lot of lives last time I played this game at an event, and it really did. So to get that perfect, very, very happy with that.
Hey, smooth.
It's really nice. Okay, now this is one of the hardest levels in the game. This is another sequel level. The cycles here are very tight. You have to make sure you're right on cycle, because if I lose my cycles, then basically I've had it. So I've got to make sure I keep it right. This is a tight jump.
Oh, yeah.
And this next one coming up is even worse. Right, here
I
we go.
think green and pink are going to be
here
a
we
rough
go.
one.
Right, no, that's not it. That'll do me.
Oh! That was
annoying.
close.
That's annoying. Okay, that's still. It would be really disappointing to lose at
He's
this
going to
point.
Zen mode, Jojo.
Yeah, sorry.
In the Zen, no, he's going to Zen mode.
Yeah, let's concentrate.
Come on,
We'll get
Do
this.
this.
We'll get this.
Sending good vibes.
Come on.
Zen. Zen.
Okay.
The other one is as slow as molasses.
Got it that time.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
There we go. Woo, that was tough. That is tough. This is still not over yet, though. This top bit can mess me up. It can be a bit of a. Yeah, I'm waiting here. I shouldn't wait, but there we go. I don't want to screw it here. There we go. There we go. Got it. Right. Okay. This level is the hardest level in the game. It's called the solar power generator.
Oh, what?
And that yellow beam,
It can
every
kill
time it
you.
hits me, it reduces my air.
Right.
So every time I get hit, my air supply goes down.
Yep.
If my air supply goes to 0, I'm dead.
Yep.
Okay? So you have to do the level pretty much perfectly, otherwise you run out of air. And to say it's difficult is a bit of an understatement. This is a very difficult level.
So you can
Now,
choose.
wait. And then this is tricky. Got it. This next bit's tricky. This is a pixel perfect jump coming up here. Okay. Okay.
Well, that was tight.
Yeah.
Come on, Tim.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay. Now, this is the last level.
Final
Have a little
barrier.
Listen to the music here. Let's see if you can identify the music for me.
Very spooky.
Anybody? There's another extra life. Okay, I'm not going to get too
Space Odyssey, isn't it?
Space Odyssey. I'm not going to get too excited here because I want to make sure I do this, but there we go. Here we go.
All right.
Come on.
Just getting to the end.
I'm about to finish, and I've got to be careful not to die here. I've died here before, and it's very embarrassing.
Come on, Tim.
Right, come on, we've got it. Up we go.
Yes.
There we go. I've got to get back on here and in the exit. Time is coming up.
Ready, Matt?
Time is coming up. And
Yes.
Hey.
Congratulations.
thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much. Very quickly, if I may,
Would you like to know the time?
please.
25 minutes and 50 seconds.
There we go. Wee bit overestimate, but hey,
Hey, that's pretty
got
right.
there.
Well, Tiny Tim, I want to say thank you. You came in clutch. You came in clutch when things were going wrong. So thank you for coming in clutch.
You really
Thank you,
saved
KSM,
us.
for having me. I'm absolutely delighted to play on the big stage, and thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you, chaps. I hope everybody
It was a
enjoyed it.
pleasure.
So thank you very much. Thank you,
everyone.
folks. Thank you. And yes, that'll be me. So thank you very much. Take care for now. Cheerio.
Right, so yeah, at the end of that, £455 donated. It's pretty good. Remember, you can donate more. We're trying to raise money for Special Effect. They do great work for disabled people who want to play video games, improving their quality of life. Now, here's the thing, right? Unless there's someone else in the crowd who can jump up here and give us a quick speed run that is a tiny game, we're going to have to call the day early, because download speeds are a thing that we did not appreciate. So yeah, thank you for coming by. Thank you for watching our show. Thank you for watching the stream if you're at home. And thank you for donating all of this money. We'll be back tomorrow at the early time of 10 a.m. Yeah, is that right? So it's 10 a.m. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. Very professional. 10 a.m.